Sword Art Online Alicization is licensed and produced by Aniplex, Egg Firm, Straight Edge, Aniplex of America, and Solitude. Studios A1 Pictures Networks, Tokyo MX, Tochigi TV, GTV, BS11, MBS, and ATX. Based on the works by Riki Kawahara. Please support the official release. Hello there, YouTube, Jake here with more Sword Art Online Alicization, episode 20, and last time was quite the show. We had a bit of, bonding between Alice and Kirito. Alice overcoming, more or less, I think she did. We didn't really get to see the outcome. The control of the church, I guess, by extension. Like this right eye virus thing that's keeping people from actually violating the Taboo index, which is kind of neat, but also really problematic for the actual people in charge who want them to break the Taboo index. So, which also kind of puts up the question, like, Yujio and Alice now had to break through this in order to, what's the word here? Consciously, on purpose, I can't think of the proper words, break the Taboo index. Meanwhile, the first time Alice did it by accident, just stumbling into the dark territory, nothing really happened, which, well, it was an accident, duh. Kind of cruel if her eye just bursted open because of that. Also, I've said this before, the punishment is really weird. Like, okay, I get that it's painful and all, but you even have magic that can cure it, so it just feels highly inapt to actually prevent people from going on murder sprees. I mean, they have an actual, however questionable justice system in place for people who break the Taboo index, although that has never actually happened before now. And, well, excluding Alice the first time around. But still, yeah, the other thing, the much more important thing, I suppose, is Yujo being captured by Pennywise. Yes, I'm gonna keep calling him that. I'm sorry if you don't like it. And, being brought to Administrator, who then proceeded to remove the core protection with her sweet talk manipulation thing that she's got going. And I suppose he's now well on his way to be Integrity Knight Synthesis 32, which is, I think, even the title of this episode, Synthesis. Let's try not to bite our tongues while saying that. And yeah, such is where we left off. So, one pleasant situation, one very unpleasant situation, and I suppose, well, these situations are now going to meet and create a wholly unpleasant situation all of its own. Because positive times negative is negative. Too bad. So, let's get this episode started, shall we? And the 3, and the 2, and the 1. 95th floor, Morningstar Lookout. So, did you drag her up the rest of the way? Ooh, fancy eye patch too. Wow, he really did. Like, all the kudos to him there. It was a hassle. Well, yes, he is, obviously. Well, sorry. Rationally I would assume that we're gonna get our next opening soon. I'm using that carefully. The first opening also stuck around for a while. And, the usual 12-ish episodes that one lasts. This is only episode 20, so we could have it for another 4 weeks. Like, after this. Actually, 5 when you assume the time for the next episode after that. And if you know my old videos, like my really old videos, I used to skip the opening anyway, because, spoiler paranoia. Although, is it really paranoia if the openings really do contain spoiler? A lot of the times. In any case, like, getting an old opening that doesn't contain new stuff is, in a way, a good thing, no? I mean, obviously we've seen it now, we are used to it, and as fun as it is, you're kinda eager for new stuff, which also means spoilers, so paradox as it is. Synthesis, yeah. Again, that's probably not good. Fancy eye patch. Wherever you got it from. Well, probably, system calls. To be fair, he defeated that one. Couldn't you have just, missed him? You remember the ID, that's neat, I suppose. Well, yeah, it's still kind of stuck on the ground, I suppose. Well, naturally I would say yes. I mean, it has been done before. I suppose as proof of your conviction to, yeah, that pretty much there. Well, ain't that nice of you. Well, this place looks amazing. Yeah, he should still be here. As should be the sword. Which is also questionable since, if Yu-Gi-Oh becomes a Integrity Knight, wouldn't he want a sword? Because this is not a nice place, in case you haven't realized yet. That's sad. Like, especially after she's come to doubt the church. Well, let's hope that's actually breaking free and not shattering. He's not to be messed with. That wall, huh? Well, he knows, huh? So, that is to say, he encountered it. That's just a nice pupil mentor moment there. Brett. I mean, he's like 300 plus, so that's fair. Yeah, you know, that's bad. Deceived, huh? Ooh, okay then. Well, we get to dual wield again. He's a pretentious high-ranking nobleman. Well, yeah, it probably does. Again, I'm just more surprised they left it behind. Well, yeah, after she has been summoned. Which I guess brings to the question, what has she been doing in the whole time in between? Like maybe she's just been training to get her body in the proper state. That could work. Well, if you get to mess with the very beings of these knights you create, then installing some fear in them to, you know, prevent rebellions and whatnot, good idea. I mean, awfully cruel, but good idea. Well, yeah, probably, since we ran out of knights to battle. Is killing him just magically gonna reverse turning people to stone? Or, well, you know, turn people turn to stone? Probably only him anyway. Since, you know, why would you even need a Senate if you just roll absolute in the first place? As administrator, I mean. Well, in that case, it might help to have more of them, but still. Yeah, that too. But again, I mean, either there's many of the same Pennywise people there, or really just one after all. Well, did not expect that. Whatever that is. Like some type of server room, terminals. Well, those are the faces we got to see. Although not much of a person. Well, that's a fairly delayed intruder alert. Oh no, feeding time. Yay. Good God, make it stop. Repelling index. Well, yeah, probably. Quite so, yes. Oh, great, Pennywise. So what, you're reading a story? Never mind then. Nice capture there. I love the fact that it was like just a rectangle feed. Yay! Wow, it's surprising that you just went along with her wish there. Well, yes, we established that. Which is kind of why she's rebelling in the first place. You know, he's surprisingly cooperative, all things considered. I would say either he has given up or is clearly working with the purpose of aggravating her to lose control. At least we got to fill out the missing years. See, this show is kind of the type that just loves to play up its villains so much. To the point of like, yeah, we hate them all now, so just kill them already or something. That's a face, huh? Well, yes, he clearly is. Like, waiting for Yujo to be synthesized, I suppose. Fun as that might be, I think it's too easy. Kind of like that. Well, nice escape path. You know, he could have just closed the door. Would have bought a lot more time if they had to look for it. Kind of like that, you know, but since he casted some luminous, maybe it was an illusion. Or not. Yeah, there shouldn't be any above this level. Oh yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yay! Well, we did say this meeting was going to happen. Oh hey, it got again the thorns and whatnot, so that's fancy. Surprise, I suppose. So, for that matter, did he get a new weapon? Yeah, you know, the whole thing that just kind of requires triggering pre-existing memories. Plus, he already broke the right eye thing, so there isn't even that. Well, he'd know. Fair enough. Well, that was a neat trick. No idea how he did it, but neat all the same. Well, it's fancy that he can do it. But hey, we previously established that willpower can do a lot of fancy things in this world, so that's nice. Love. So maybe that's the idea here. To effectively make it so that despite there being memories, he does not want to recall them. Because of the whole, you know, manipulation that Administrator did. Well, I'd hope so. So I suppose you're just gonna stand there and watch. And fade to black. Okay, that was a nice shot. I'm sorry, I'm just sort of... underwhelmed by all of this. I mean, it feels like a devastating moment for sure, but more than that, it just feels like we get a fancy reason to fight. And look, if Kirito genuinely has to kill Yuji or something here, I'd be more surprised than anyone. But I just don't see it happening. We have half convinced, like half cured, I was gonna say, Alice. Since, we got her on our side, she still doesn't have her memories. But aside from that, so here we are with Yuji now, and I've said this before, but you should have even stronger memories that we could address with both Alice and Kirito here, like his two most important people. Which I suppose maybe is even what this ending is hinting at here. Unlocking the true memories. I'm making this all sparkly, but that's generally a thing I'm considering now, like these quote-unquote true memories that we haven't really addressed yet at all of Kirito and Yuji and their shared past. I mean, other than that, it's just... How should I say this? We have the thing with Pennywise, where it's just kinda, how should I say, the Sword Art Online formula. It's not really patented by them. A lot of animes do this. It's just so cheap. It's really, really cheap. You just keep piling on stuff after stuff to make you hate a character, because it's easy. It's so easy to make you despise and hate a character. Because, ooh, they are so evil, and ooh, I just want to see them stabbed or killed or something. Just like we've had with that, I forgot his name, but the dude who was Kirito's first kill in Sword Art Online, and then the Oberon douche in Alfheim Online. I'm not even sure if Death Gun counts from Gun Gale Online. I mean, he was an asshole, but more the psychotic kind of thing, and he did kill people, but it was not that strong of a hatred. At least I don't remember it. But I suppose you could pile him in there as well. And now with Pennywise. See, Administrator in that regard is more of a fun villain. I don't hate her, even though I obviously want to see her stopped, maybe even killed or destroyed or whatever, but I don't hate her. I find her interesting. I find her approach and the way how she got here and all that interesting and fun to watch, and I don't have that with these other wannabe villain bad guys who are just there to be hated and then feel that you can feel satisfied when they finally get taken down. And yes, it is satisfying, but it starts feeling empty once you pick up on that. And again, that's not exclusive to Sword Art Online. A lot of shows do that. They just, generate empty hate for a character by literally just having them act as despicable as possible. Like we've had exactly this episode too, with him like piling on that the backstory for Alice of how he tortured her or whatnot. And yay, we hate him now. Good job. Good fucking job. It's so good at story writing. And again, it just feels so dull. We got a second male main character other than Kirito, and his whole fucking purpose is being saved by Kirito. I'm one of the first people who are going to jump in for the defense of Sword Art Online. I enjoy the show fine. Like, so many people go up on arms about how bad everything is or something, how it's the second coming or the Antichrist, or I don't know what their problem is really. I mean, I do, but I don't get the ultimate hate that they put behind it sometimes that I feel there is. Maybe it's just the fact that Sword Art Online was like a really popular show, like the first season. It kind of, pandered out a little bit afterwards. But still, first season really popular and they just didn't like it. And so, they had to speak up. They're like, hey, the thing that's really popular there is actually not good. And then, you know, people just sort of bandwagoned on it, and it sort of like just kept piling up. At least that's what I think it is. And as for my opinion on Sword Art Online, it's fine. That's most I can say to it. I'm not an uber hyper fan of the show. I think it's fine. It's a fine show. It's not the most amazing thing ever. It's not per se bad. I mean, I think it's still better than average. But again, my average is a bit lower. I watch a lot of anime. And a lot of, you know, this pointless slice of life kind of thing. So my average is perhaps a bit lower than other people's. So much for the defense of Sword Art Online, but still, you know, this current story that we're doing here, fun as it is, it's also kind of like a god damn it, this again. We rescued our damsel in distress, Alice, who wasn't even that much of a damsel since she very capable at fighting. But of course, the other male character who we got to introduce just managed to. He did manage to kick ass, great, and then he got captured. Now we gotta save him. Because fuck anybody but Kirito being actually important. That's the sort of vibe I'm getting, and I don't like it, which is why I'm complaining now. I'm fine with it for the most part. I enjoy badass main characters, even if they are overpowered. I liked him in like Gun Gale Online too, when he was just doing this whole lightsaber thing, sniping bullets out of the air. It was fun to watch. And effectively was completely undermining Shion as the like side character, since he was easily able to kick her ass. But still, it kind of stings here. I don't know why. So that is just kind of my current problem with all of this, and why I just can't get all that hyped. I don't see this playing out in any dramatic fashion. We're gonna fight Yujiro here, and I feel like the longer this whole him being Integrity Knight thing drags out, the less invested I'm gonna be. Which is why I'm hoping we're gonna, you know, smack some sense into him by the end of next episode. But if we don't, then just feeling down about this. I don't know. That's my problem right now. In any case, all that is a worry for the next time, because that's all for now. Until then, bye.